All right, if you're an IT pro here in the DMV, you already know things are moving at lightning speed. So, in this explainer, we're going to break down the 2026 playbook, what you absolutely need to know to not just keep up, but to get ahead. Let's dive in.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. That old playbook for advancing your IT career, you can pretty much throw it out. That one big cert that used to be your golden ticket for 5, maybe 10 years, it just doesn't cut it anymore. The rules of the game have completely changed, and what got you to where you are today, well, it's not going to get you to that next level.
Okay, this slide breaks down the entire shift perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, the generalist who had that one big certification. Sound familiar? Now look at the right. That's the reality for 2026. Employers, they're not looking for generalists anymore. They want specialists. They want to see a stack of certifications that logically build on one another. And they're hiring for skills you can prove, not just a degree on a piece of paper. They want hands-on practitioners who can jump in and solve problems from day one.
So what does this new reality actually mean for your day-to-day and your career path? We've really dug into the job postings, we've looked at the hiring trends, and we've identified the 4 biggest shifts that employers are demanding right now. Let's get into them.
First up, the absolute #1 thing that employers are looking for is
Specialization in cybersecurity. Yeah, the talent shortage is a real thing. But here's the plot twist. Employers are kind of over general cybersecurity knowledge. The threats are just too complex now. They need people who can step into very specific roles and make an immediate difference. And you know, the specialization looks different depending on where you are in your career. If you're starting out, it's all about building a rock-solid foundation with Security Plus and getting hands-on with SOC. That's your Security Operations Center fundamentals. But for you experienced pros, it's about leveling up into these really high-demand areas like digital forensics or DFIR, where you're basically a cyber detective. Or maybe it's proactive threat hunting and malware analysis. The message couldn't be clearer. Specialization is where the exciting jobs and the big salary bumps are. Next up, and this one is huge, is AI. And let's be real clear about this. AI is not just for data scientists anymore. By 2026, it's going to be baked into everything we do, from managing infrastructure to our security tools. Honestly, if you're an IT pro who isn't getting comfortable with AI, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. And let's be clear, nobody's asking you to go get a PhD in machine learning. What employers want are IT pros who can use AI as a tool, right? Can you make sense of AI-driven monitoring? Can you use AI to find threats faster in a SOC? Do you know how to write a good prompt to automate your workflow? This is what we mean by AI literacy, and it's becoming table stakes. Okay, the third major shift is happening in the cloud. You know that big initial party of lift and shift, just moving everything to the cloud? That's kind of over. Now comes the really hard part, managing the costs and actually securing these incredibly complex environments. The demand is totally shifted to folks who can optimize what a company is spending on the cloud and build a really strong defense across all their different cloud setups.
This quote just nails our 4th trend, automation. I mean, if you're still clicking through a graphical interface to do the same tasks over and over again, you're falling behind. Mastering automation with tools like PowerShell and Python isn't a nice-to-have skill anymore. It's a career survival skill. It really is.
So, we've covered what skills are hot right now. But let's talk about the how. How do you actually get them? Because the way you learn is every bit as important as what you learn. So welcome to the modern training playbook. It's all about getting tangible results.
The phrase you're going to hear a lot in 2026 is job-ready training. Look, hiring managers want people who can solve real problems, not just people who are good at passing a multiple-choice test. And that means your training has to be focused on hands-on labs and real-world scenarios. In this market, skills you can actually demonstrate will win out over pure theory every single time.
And this is fascinating. The data really speaks for itself here. We've all done it, right? You sign up for some self-paced course with the best intentions, and then life happens. The numbers show without a doubt that live, instructor-led training results in way higher completion rates and, more importantly, higher certification pass rates. That accountability, that ability to ask questions in real time, it just makes a world of difference.
This slide really shows the power of having a clear career path. See, it's not about just collecting random certifications to pad your LinkedIn profile. It's about a strategic journey to a better job. The best training programs out there show you exactly how foundational certs like A+, Network+, and Security+ build on each other to land you that awesome role as a SOC analyst.
Okay, so how do we take all of this and apply it directly to your career, right here in the DMV? Let's get specific because our local job market, as you know, has its own unique rules.
Now listen up. If you're aiming for a role in government contracting, this is crucial. Here in the DMV, it's not just about what you know, it's about compliance. Your training has to align with frameworks like DoD 8140 and the NICE framework. Having audit-friendly training records isn't just a nice-to-have, it's your ticket into the best government and contracting jobs in this whole region, period.
So if you're just starting your career, here's your game plan. Focus on those foundational certs, but with a heavy emphasis on hands-on labs. Start learning basic automation from day one. Trust me, it will pay off big time. And maybe most importantly, find a training program that gives you a clear roadmap, not just a one-off class.
For you experienced pros looking to make that next big jump, the strategy is simple. Specialize, specialize, specialize. Go deep in a high-demand area like DFIR or cloud security. Look for flexible training that actually fits into your busy schedule. And again, if you're in the DMV, make absolutely sure your skills line up with those critical DoD and NICE frameworks.
And hey, if you're pivoting into IT from a completely different field, remember this. You are not starting from scratch. You already have valuable problem-solving skills. The key is to find an accelerated program that focuses on that hands-on learning and offers job placement support to help you connect your past experience to a fantastic new career in IT.
You know, when it's all said and done, it comes down to this. We have to change how we think about training. It is not an expense. It's an investment in yourself, in your future. The right training can get you a promotion or a new job that pays for itself many, many times over. It is, quite literally, leveraged career acceleration.
And that really is the bottom line. The IT professionals who are going to win in 2026 and beyond are the ones who are thinking strategically about their skills. The future is all about specialization, and the opportunities out there are absolutely massive. So the only question left is, what's your specialty going to be?